Right, good evening one and all. My legs haven't shrunk. I'm actually kneeling on the floor so you can see the wigs behind me and the one I've got in my hands. Right, I'm going to be showing you all my wigs today, and I thought the very first one I'm going to start with is the wig I absolutely adore. I adore this wig, and I haven't worn it now for quite a while, and I'll explain why as we go. Right, I got in touch with a lady called Julie who ran a business on Canvey Island called Angel's Wigs, and I'd seen her on a news item years before where she was supplying the transgender community with wigs. She was doing a fitting service for the transgenders, and it was a news item on the national news. I sat and watched it, and it was really interesting, and I actually found it on my computer and I saved it in my favourites. Unfortunately, my computer that I had at that time crashed and burned and died, and I couldn't get anything out of it. But I remembered her being on Canvey Island and Angel's Wigs, so I looked it up on the internet, and it's still there, guys. So if you want to look it up yourself, it's Angel's Wigs on Canvey Island. So I sent them an email saying, my name's April, I'm a cross-dresser, I'm a shy cross-dresser, and I'd like to come to you to have a wig fitting. Would you supply me with a wig? And I got a message back from Julie saying, yes, when would you like to come? And I had a one-to-one with Julie on a Saturday morning. She booked me in for 9 o'clock in the morning. It was about a 2-hour drive from where I live, so I had to make sure I got there on time, and I pulled up outside her house exactly to the second at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I did extremely well, hitting the traffic as I did. I kept looking at the clock thinking I'm not going to make it, but I did. I got there spot on. So as I got out my car, Julie came out of the bungalow and stood at the end of the drive, and she was all smiles. And she said, April? And I said, hi Julie. And she said, follow me. And so we walked down her drive, past her bungalow, through the back gate into her garden. And we went down the garden path, and she'd got a cabin down there, like a little log cabin, but that was her salon. So I go into the salon with her, and on my left hand side as we walked in the door was shelves from floor to ceiling full of wigs like this, a whole line of them. And then on my right hand side were 2 seating positions with mirrors in front. And so I stood in front of Julie and I said, hi. I said, my name's April, I'm a cross-dresser. I said, you are the very first person I've ever stood in front of and said that to. And she said, come here, she said. I went over to her and she gave me a huge cuddle, guys. It was lovely, and that will stick in my mind forever. Right, let's get on to the wigs. She asked me what I was looking for, and I said, I'm looking for a long wig. She said, okay. She said, well, we've got lots of wigs in here. She said, let's try loads of them. So I sat down, and she got one wig after the other going through. But I'd already spotted this one on the shelf. I had my eagle eye on this one, as it was the longest one on up there, I think it was. Anyway, we went through loads of wigs, and we eventually got to this one. She put this on, and it was to die for, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. I think my eyes lit up as soon as she put this one on. Each one she was putting on, she was styling and then showing me in the mirror what it looked like. It was great. So this is the one I ended up going for. But it wasn't just this one. I bought another one which is just above it. If you see there, just above it, that wig there, I bought that one at the same time. But this is the main one. This is the one I went for. Right, now this is a sleek wig. I love my sleek wigs. I think they're very natural looking. They've got combs attached on the inside, which I shall show you on this one. And the combs are really good because you can hook the wig onto your own hair. I don't put wig caps on. I've never put wig caps on because they give me a headache. I think the constant pressure just gives me a headache across the temple. So I don't put wig caps on. But these ones, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? It's got like a little comb there. It's got one either side, and then it's got one right at the back. There's the one at the back by the label. There's one just there. Okay. And you hook them in. So you put the wig on low down on the front of your head, and you then pull the wig over and pull it down at the back. And as you pull it down, you push the combs in, and they bite in, and it's solid. The wig will not move. Even in a gale, I don't think it would come off. It is really good. Right, now this one in particular, I love it. It's like a blonde stroke light brown. It's got highlights in it. The reason I've now not worn this for a long time is it went all matted. If you look, it looks like it's got loads of split ends and it's all bushed out. And it was never like that when I got it. It was beautiful and straight and really nice. and I didn't know how to. I've washed it, conditioned it with all the proper stuff, but I just can't get it right. So I considered that it was no longer worth saving, not worth wearing anymore. But one of my subscribers sent me a message saying that you can actually steam them and get them back towards where they used to be. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try getting a steamer and seeing if I can try and rescue this one, because this is the one I absolutely adore. I love this wig. Right, I'm going to put this one back on the stand, and I'm going to run through all my other wigs. Okay, you'll have to excuse me if I shuffle around on the floor. Right, I'll pop this one over here in the middle, and I'll start at this far end. You've seen all these wigs before, guys. Right, this one again is a sleek wig. Again, this is lovely and straight still at the moment, but that's what my original wig was like. It's beautiful and straight, really, really nice, but it went matted. So I need to try and straighten that out. Right, this one is a sleek wig. So this one's got the combs on both sides and the comb at the back. Again, you put it on exactly the same way. You put it down low on your forehead, pull it over at the back and hook it in. Again, this is really nice. It's got highlights. It's a dark brown, light brown with the highlights. I don't know if you can see the highlights. You can see the light shining on the top of it. It's beautiful, really soft, and it flows. I always tuck my hair over my ears and usually put hairbands in, guys, to try and keep the hair down, because otherwise I get hair in my face all the time and stuck to my lips and things like that. So this is my second sleek wig. Pop that one back. Okay, and this one is exactly the same thing again, another sleek wig. Again, it's straight. I haven't brushed this one, guys. It's a little bit matted, this one. I should brush this one out. I should have done that before I got it out. Again, it's got a fringe, it's got the combs either side and the comb at the back, so same thing, hook it, pull it down and fix it to your head. This one starts off a dark brown on the top and it fades out to a red at the bottom. If you can see, again, it's really comfortable, a lovely wig. Again, it's a sleek wig. And I'll show you my last sleek wig, guys. And this is the other short one I got from Canvey Island. And this is the other one I got off Julie. It's virtually identical colours to my longer wig back there, but it's a short wig, and I thought I'd go for a short one to see how it got on. It's a lovely wig, but I didn't get on with it. I wanted the length, and this one's got a bit of a curl to it. The hair curls under your chin, so it wraps around your head, and I didn't like that because it irritated my neck because it was constantly around my neck. And then sometimes when you looked in the mirror, the hair looked like tusks. It was sticking forwards, and I didn't like that. So that's what I mean. Can you see how that hair there is sticking forward? And you look in the mirror and you've got a tusk either side of hair. It's a lovely colour. It's exactly the same. It's a sleek wig. It's got the combs both sides and at the back, so you can hook it on. Again, it's really good. It's good in high winds, this one, because you don't get hair stuck to your lips. So it's really good for that. But it's not one I wear because I like the length. I like long wigs. Right, I'll pop this one back. Right, so now we come away from my sleek wigs. All my favourite ones are the sleek wigs. So I'll slide these over here out of the way. And we go for this one. Now some of these have got makes attached to them and others haven't. And this one hasn't. Some of these, or most of these other wigs I've got from Vinted. I have got sleek wigs from Vinted, but some of these others I got from Vinted as well, and they haven't got a label inside them. This one, again, it's a nice length. It starts off dark brown at the top and it fades into like a blonde at the bottom. I like this one. It's a nice feeling wig, and it lays on my shoulders and it moves about nicely as well. But you do the same thing with this one. You can put it down low on your forehead and pull it back, but there's no clips holding it either side, so if somebody catches your hair it will tug it off, so you have to be careful. You can get something called taupe tape, and that's what I used the other day to stick my dress down so that my breast forms didn't fall out. And you use it on wigs. I think taupe stands for toupee, and you put the tape on the wig and then stick it to your forehead, and that stops it from moving. I've never tried it, but I'm sure it would work, because when I stuck my dress to my chest I couldn't get it off. so it was really good, and I think it would be really good on this as well. But yes, a lovely wig, and I do wear this one fairly regularly. As I do all my wigs, I rotate them. I don't wear one all the time now, I rotate them all. Right, so we pop that one back. Right, here comes another, this is another vintage wig. Again, this is more red. I don't know if you can make it out, but that's more red. It starts off as a dark brown on the very top, and then it goes red down the bottom. Again, it's a lovely length. Again, it's got the fringe. No combs in this one, so it's the same thing again. You have to hook it over, pull it down, adjust the fringe right. It does stay put, but like I said, if you really wanted to make sure it didn't move, tape it on. Use that tube tape. Or you could use hair grips, I suppose, to hold it in, but I've never done the hair grips. Right, so that's that one. And then we've got one more, guys. And this is the really long one. Right, and I've actually got a long wig stand for this one. You can get long wig stands. And this is a extra long wig stand, as you can see, to take that one. Right, now this is a long brown wig. It again starts off dark brown and fades out into more of a red down the bottom, or light brown to red. No combs in this one, so again you have to hook it on, pull it down at the back, adjust the fringe, and you could tape it on if you wanted to, or hair clip it on. But yes, that's my last of my wigs to show you guys, other than the one I've got on my head. So this is the longest wig I've got. I am intending to buy some more wigs. I haven't got them yet. I did get in contact with a lady who's got some, but there's a problem with buying items off her site. It won't allow you to click on the link to actually download them, to order them. So I have sent her a message, and she's seen if she can sort it out for me. So I might have some more wigs coming shortly, which means I'm going to have to get myself some more stands. Long stands as well, because they're long wigs. So that's the last of my wigs. Right, let me put it back on the stand and I'll show you what I'm wearing. Now this is the famous lace dress that I couldn't remember the name of the material, and you guys all put me right. There you go, that's my last wig. Right, I'll stand up for this one, guys. Oh, my knees, there you go. Right, can you see the lace part at the bottom? The actual, it's got an underskirt, which is there, that's the underskirt, guys, and then the lace comes over the top and goes right down to your knees, and it's laced all the way up over the top. It's got some very narrow, oh, let me sit down here, guys, so you can see. Got some very narrow straps which cross at the back, but I can't see that, but you can possibly see it if I turn around. Let me just move the camera away a little bit. There you go. So if I just to turn around, I don't know if they're straight because I can't see it. So that's what it looks like at the back. So you have to let me know what it looks like, because I don't know. Right, that's it. That's the wig section done. I'm not doing any more wig talk tonight. I'm going to go down. It's 20 to 9 now. So it's perfect timing for my apple pies. So I'm going to go downstairs in my blonde wig and black dress with my my lace dress. I'm going to make my apple pies and custard, sit in the front room, and I'll do another video. We can have a chat in the front room. So this one has taken 13.45 seconds. That's better. It's half the time of that one I did yesterday. So I'm going to sign out now, guys, and I shall speak to you all in a minute, okay? I've lost my remote now. Right, bye-bye.